Hi and welcome to It's a Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy and I am normally doing pan challenges, things about using up my current makeup. I don't often post things about new makeup for a couple reasons. One, I'm trying not to buy it. It's the biggest reason. Two, I want to help you not buy as much. And then also my breathing. Whew, asthma is bad this year. And then the third reason is because there's plenty of consumerism happening. So this isn't just about our purchases, your purchase, it's everyone's purchases. So normally I don't post that much of new makeup. There will be new makeup on this channel. I'm not going to pretend there's not going to be. I'm always going to want to buy new makeup. However, I'm really trying to make a stance of not buying all the time. So this is one of those videos that's new makeup. It is not new makeup in the sense it was released yesterday or whatever. So two things I know for a fact are coming, not including this video, is the Laura Mercier's new foundation. Laura Mercier is right up there on foundation with Makeup Forever and NARS. Those are brands that I always buy. I mean, I pretty much buy every foundation released by them. It doesn't mean I buy everything released by them, but foundations are things that I do. So for example, I did buy the Makeup Forever powder foundation. That's the second video. I own the prior one. I enjoy that one. I normally don't like powder foundations as a general, but that's one I really do. I've done a first impression off camera on that one because powder foundations, for me personally, are a little hard to do on camera for a first impression because there's so many variables. So I feel like sometimes you need to test it a couple times before you can say, yes, this is how I feel, or yes, this is how it works, because I actually did the first Makeup Forever as a first impression and it looked fantastic, but I wore it a couple times after it didn't. I had to kind of fine tune, and so sometimes it's a little bit of luck. So those two videos will be coming, I know for a fact. I have not bought any eyeshadow this year. I had told myself in my no buy I could buy a certain amount. I've bought none because no eyeshadow releases that have came out have appealed to me. Doesn't mean it won't happen. Doesn't mean I won't end up buying, but like for example, Natasha Denona, who sits above my head, not her personally, but my shadows, I did not like her release, and I think it was late January, early February. So this video is a little bit different. This video is M Cosmetics did mystery bags, and I love M Cosmetics, so I don't own a ton from them, and I'm always really honest about that. I'm just pulling it out of the actual wrapper. I don't own a ton from them, not because I don't love it, not because I'm not willing to buy it, but because it seems like every time they have a release or a big release, I'm in a no-buy phase. So majority of the releases came out when I was in a no-buy phase. I do own their Heaven's Gold Blush. It is Chef's Kiss Fantastics, and I have owned lip glosses from them before, and those are really good. So let me get the rest of this paper off, and then we'll look at how it comes. So it comes in a bag just like this, and it says M Cosmetics on the bag, so it's very cute. And actually, what's weird is I have to travel for work in May, and I was just looking at like my stuff for traveling, and the zipper popped on one of my bags. And I always like taking a kind of a disposable-ish bag like this, because then if it breaks, if I forget it, whatever happens, I'm not mad about it. So when I bring my like shampoos and conditioners home and they're like, you know, they never quite get dry before you have to bring them home. At least for me, that's how it is. This is what I bring them home in. So I always try to keep one of these. The other one I was using was actually, I've used a Huda and a Fenty until they wear out. So now it's M Cosmetics' turn. So that is one that I will be saving. So there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makeup products and then a gift in here. So I think it said it was going to have 6 products with 4 being full size, and the bag I know for a fact counts for 1 because that always, with every mystery bag I've ever opened, that's how it is. So the bag is item number 1, right? So the next thing I see is M Cosmetics blotting paper. Now me personally, I have super, super, super dry skin. I rarely have any oils, but I am experiencing something kind of funny. And if you have dry skin, please post below if you have this happen. So I do cycling with my skin. I've been doing cycling for years before I even knew there was a name for it or that dermatologist recommended it. Not saying I invented it, not claiming that. It was just something that I knew for my dry skin. I had to keep it in a routine. When I break from routine, it's usually when I have problems. In fact, I'm dealing with a little bit of roughness on my skin now, and it's because of breaking from routine. So I don't normally have any oils. Like I can go the whole day and my foundation looks the exact same. In fact, sometimes it looks drier, which is weird to me. When I hear YouTubers say when my natural oils come through, I'm always jealous because it's never going to happen. But when I cycle and I'm using lactic acid, I usually cycle between retinol, lactic acid, and then days off. That's usually how I do it. When I use lactic acid, for some reason, my forehead weeps. Even like the next day, it like weeps. It is so mad at the world. All the oils are coming out. So one of the things that I do now is that I do keep these in my purse because sometimes it's the next day I'm wearing makeup and it does. So I know for a fact it's not oils. because one of the reasons I took a break from my skincare is to check. And sure enough, it only happens when I use lactic acid. So I am cool with these. I'm gonna put them in my purse. Normally I'd have no use for them, but now, even if it's a no makeup day and my forehead starts getting greasy, I got these for me. So that's the first thing. Next thing I see is the Infinite Lip Cloud, and this is in the color Magic Hour, which Magic Hour is the blush I have, and I love it. So this is, I believe this is, because it's a lip cream, that's usually not a lipstick and not a liquid lip. It's kind of like that middle ground, and it does look like this. It's a very pretty color, and it's literally right down my alley. So it does look like that. It's a very pretty color. And it's literally the kind of colors that I wear normally. So that is perfect. Next is True Gloss Volumizing Lip Gloss. And this one is in Tender Rose. This one, I'm not sure. I don't like bright glosses because something I notice with glosses is that when it gets, like, for me, I have very straight hair. And when the wind blows and, you know, if you have straight hair, or I guess any hair can happen to it, I feel like straight hair is the worst, is it hits my lip gloss and then goes across my cheek and you see like a stripe. I feel like the brighter the color, the harder it is to blend away. These components are so cute though. And actually, look what I just noticed. They have different components for the different products so you can reach without having to, you know, read the bottom that's microscopic on every single one. So this one is a gloss. Actually, this isn't as bright as I thought it was going to be. The way that I looked in there, it looked like a hot pink, but this is definitely not a hot pink. That is what that looks like. So it's more of like a cool tone pink. And actually, I'm going to pull that back out for a second. Hold on. I'm seeing something. I can't tell. Okay. What it was is the component hadn't got fully saturated in the product. And so it actually looked almost like green or brown on the edges. And I'm like, if that's mold, I have a problem, which I would not expect from Cosmetics because they typically are like a class act. But as I like dipped it in more, it disappeared. So that means it was exactly what my suspicion was. So the next thing, and this is something I will say, and by the way, I did open and look at this because I was so excited because I was hoping this product was inside of this. So this is the Moonbeam Cushion Highlighter, and this is in the shade Halo. It does look like this. And I don't remember if I showed those other boxes or not. I just thought of that. I hope I did. This is one I've been wanting to try for a really long time, and I just couldn't justify breaking my no bite for highlighter when I have millions, not millions, a lot of them. So it does look like this, a really pretty component. I'll show you something funny though. So I have trouble using some foundations. Like, I like them, but either it really usually applies. I overuse it because it feels like a thin formula, and then I overuse it and then it ends up looking cakey. Or sometimes I need like motivation to use it. I will actually purchase an empty cushion compact from Amazon and then use it. So right now I'm actually using the Makeup Forever Reboot, and I'm actually only about halfway left in it now. So these look like this, but look, it's funny because these are just like bigger versions of them. So that's what I wanted to show is like, it's not the same as a cushion one, but it looks like this. So these ones are pretty neat. They come with multiple different sponges, and it has the inside sponge, and then it comes with extra inside sponges. So when I use this and it's gone, I can throw this sponge away and I can then do different ones. So these ones I like the best because I'm not committing to one foundation for this piece of plastic. I think it's, you get 4 or 3. So I actually can use 3 different foundations completely before I change over, or, you know, each one completely before I change over. That's 3 or 4 foundations. I knew I had a hiccup or a burp in there. I couldn't figure out what was coming. So this one works the exact same way. So when I open it, it has a little cushion. And then you just open the door if you've never seen one of these. I didn't use cushion foundations when I was younger, so I never understood what these were about. But I love them. This is not a cushion foundation. This is a cushion highlighter. But so then when I take the little thing off, it looks like that. Now that looks really dark. So let's see how actual dark this is. I wonder if I should use the sponge. I will. Just because I don't know if I want highlighter on my hand for the rest of the day. Okay. I'm going to try to put this on this outer side of my hand where I've already put these other samples. Oh no, that's actually really pretty. I wouldn't call that, I don't know, the way the box looks, it looked very, I don't know if that's going to pick up or not. I think it picks up like that. So it's almost like a champagne, but it just blends into the skin. Like it's very, you almost can't tell what it is. I mean, you can't, almost doesn't look like a highlighter. It almost looks like I have a luminizer on more. So definitely happy with that. I was worried when I saw the color. I was like, ooh, that looks dark, but definitely is. So that is 3 out of the 4 full-size products. The last one is Divine Skies eyeshadow palette in Faded Clementine. I almost bought, I don't think it was this shade because they have more than one of these. I don't think it was this shade, but I almost bought one of these eyeshadows like 3 or 4 times. And in my head, I just couldn't justify it because these are tiny little like compacts, which I don't need half of what I own, so it doesn't make any sense. But in my head, I'm like, okay, if this is a similar price of a full eyeshadow, I don't want to pay that for this. So this is what it looks like on the outside. Very pretty. I love, one thing I say about Cosmetics, they have the awesomest components. Okay, let me see. I don't want to break it now. Ooh, I didn't, good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I think that is so pretty. It's just gorgeous. And I think that, I'm trying to get it to stop picking up my face without putting my hand up, but it just doesn't want to. So I think these are actually really pretty colors, and I think that I would love to use these. And if I remember correctly, these aren't the same price as like an expensive palette, but they're not like cheap either because Cosmetics is a high-end brand. So I'm excited about that. I actually am getting ready to film a video called Full Face of Makeup I've Never Used. Meaning I've owned it and haven't used it. And I was going to use a different eyeshadow palette. I may end up using this. I'm not sure yet because this one is so cute. So the last thing is the gift in here, which is the 6th item. And this technically I think is a full-size item, I would assume. Because if it's a gift, it's free. I guess because for transparency, I can tell it's not makeup. That's why I say that. Wow, that is so cute. They're earrings. I think they're earrings. Yeah, they're earrings. I don't typically wear gold. Now, I do own a little bit of gold, so these will be perfect when I wear gold. But these are so cute. Look at how cute that would be. Adorable. So I'm going to go off camera for 1 second. I'm going to add up how much this box was, and then we will come back on and we'll talk about the value versus what I paid. And I just realized at no point in this did I actually talk about what I paid for this. Brandy, jeez. I'll try to throw something on the screen at the beginning, just acknowledging what it is. I paid $65 for this. I did not have to pay for shipping. Shipping was free. So give me just a minute. I'm going to total these up and then we'll come back and talk about values. Okay, I have the values. And it actually was a little shocking to me. I'll be honest, because I would have thought it would value higher than this, but I'll explain. So the highlighter values for $30 and it's currently listed at $30. The eyeshadow is valued at $42, currently listed for $42. Here's where it gets a little bit murky. Both lip products are valued at $20. Originally, they're on clearance for $10, so half off. So that total value for those 4 items is $72, $82, $92, okay? So the earrings aren't on there because they're, I don't know, maybe they're a gift or something. I'm not really sure. If they're not valued, I count them as 0. That's how I do it. Bag, 0. And actually, I was kind of surprised. The blotting papers weren't on there either. So these were also 0. But $92, I paid $65. I still got much more than I paid for, and I'm absolutely okay with this value. But when I ordered it, there is nothing on the website that says, oh, it will equal at least this value or that value. It just said you'll get 6 products for being full size. They met exactly what they promised. I don't have an issue with it. And even then, the value is more than I paid. So I absolutely have no problem with this box, but I would have been surprised. I'm surprised there's not more things that you can actually find on the website in the back. Typically, when I order a mystery box, the only time things aren't on the website anymore is if they're discontinued, which I think could apply for the blotting papers, but the rest of it I find a little odd. It's not unusual. I'm pretty sure Huda has done it. Maybe Colored Rain. I'm trying to think. I think Colored Rain had bags in theirs. I haven't ordered Colored Rain, I think, since like 18. I ordered 2. There was some drama with those, but I thought the brand handled it perfectly. So I'm not sure about that, but I'm absolutely fully satisfied with this. I don't have any issue with the way that this is. I don't have any issue with, the value. I don't have any issue with the products. It doesn't matter, but it just kind of surprised me because I think these days brands are a little bit more aware of people's expectations. Not that they should have to meet every expectation because some people's are a little woo-hoo-hoo, but usually you don't see things in mystery bags and stuff that they can't value, that they can't see it worth something. So it's okay. It's not a big deal. I do like mystery boxes. I typically try to do mystery boxes for brands that I really love, like M Cosmetics. I don't just order a mystery box just to order a mystery box. And infinitely, I actually order even less than that because one of the things I've noticed is, so for example, Huda Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury, those are probably the two biggest. Huda Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury. Of people that actually do them, okay? There's other brands this might apply to, but they don't actually do mystery boxes. So Huda Beauty does mystery boxes and Charlotte Tilbury does mystery boxes. I own a ton of their products. So the chances of me not getting a palette I already own, especially with Huda, I think I own every one of hers except for a small handful. So the chances that I'm not gonna get something I already own is very, very slim. And if the box is worth it in other ways, sometimes I will, because I can give the palettes to my daughter. I have a place I can go, I'm fine with that. But other than that, I really try to avoid them. So now I'm very discriminate about how I pick my mystery boxes. I don't just order all of them. So if you like mystery boxes, if you like pan challenges, I'm actually going to be filming my empties and my pan challenge today, my update for the end of February. If you like those things, I hope you'll like, share, subscribe. Make sure to ring that bell for notifications, and I hope I see you again soon, guys. Have a great night. Bye.